It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go from Lambeau. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Completing over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. Nix cooked out wide, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Get to Harvey here from the pistol. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end. Injury on offense after that last snap, Rock, and it is their running back, R.J. Harvey, who appears to be in some discomfort. Medical staff coming out to take a look. There's a dive up the middle. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's whole hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes his grasp. Goes out of the pocket quick. And Nick slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And Let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one.
They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Ready.
Now Herbert to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Go.
First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
10. 380. Turn out.
Back-to-back carries here. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Knicks now on 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Knicks from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Setting him on the dime. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's it's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Play action with Mix. Launched out of the pocket. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Nix. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Once more, it's Nix. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short pass brought in. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nix now, 3rd and 1. And he can't reel it in, incomplete. And that guy, Buka, the intended target. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. Complete out to the right side. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Man in motion here. Give here to the motion man. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. It's Nix out of the pistol. Throws caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slap. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. Running back motions right. 3rd and goal. Here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Ooh, almost to throw the custom. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set.
Give now to the running back. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Kaiser. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to work after throwing the pin. Throwing the out route complete. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set. What is it?
They give it to him again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come here.
That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now lead by 10. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off for the touchdown.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Got locked behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Throw left side, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Cut out left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. Leave him close quickly, he can take it to the house.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Motioning the tight end now. Now Nix on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. He won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down from the 42. Motioning right is Egbuka. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got a man left. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from the 32. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And this is going to go as a game of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Forced out to his right. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. Nix could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Now Nix. Look at that touch, laid on the platter for him. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing here, Nix. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40.
Kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. 4th quarter of a game, totally get this call. We expect to see an onside kick in pursuit of the lead. But Brock, walk me through this. Still in the first half. Isn't it a little early for that?
Yeah, I think it's a little early for you and me and a lot of the analytics books out there. But to me, this is a head coach saying, I'm going to put the game in my hands. My decision-making. I'm going to be the one who has to answer for it after the game anyway. And he is setting the tone of aggressiveness for his team today.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Taking a shot deep here. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The give here on second. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's trying to find his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Trying for the deep ball. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
Good coverage by Javon Fuller.
Here's Nix. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On third down, here's Nix. They knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Broncos failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here.
Formation for the Broncos.
He's got it at the 24. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Set. Go.
Hand off to the back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Nix now on first and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just 1 play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
He's got it at the 5. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers lead by 15 now. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Back to the well again. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Nix cooked out wide, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Air it out on 3rd. McConkey's got it again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's complete. This is Enguka. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll run here following the penalty. Still has some space inside the 35. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A pickup of 17. And that's good for Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down to almost, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and the Packers take a 16-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They kick the running back in motion. Nix with it on first. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. He's got a man left. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game.
Broncos 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs from 37.
Set. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers score up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payment.
He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Once more, it's Nix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he could only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now a give running right. Now he's past the 25. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. Here's a reverse. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Guy Frey straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game. Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the sack.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Punting unit out now. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Set.
Now give left side. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 3.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers close to picking up their 5th win. All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Set.
And gets it on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst of quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Getting on the ground with Algier. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. They go again with Algier. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First and 10 from the 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Denver.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Now he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.